Alright guys, Criminal here. I was asked in my comment section by a dude to just show Sub-Zero. Like, he said he wants to main Sub-Zero and he asked me like what Kameo can I use? Who can I use to make him better because he's shit? So, yeah, Sub-Zero is shit, unfortunately. He's not a very good character, he's still bottom 3 most likely, so... The Kameo pick matters a lot with this character because if you want to have a good chance of winning, you need to actually be able to play the game well. So let me just start with Goro. I do feel like Goro is pretty valid. Goro is a pretty good option. On combos, Goro is actually very useful. Like, the corner carry you're getting with Goro combos is insane. And the damage you're getting is also nothing to be taken lightly. I'm dropping it. Nigga, regardless, you can do this one star one of this. Anyway, I dropped it, but I'll just describe what I... On combos, the up punch is very useful with Sub because he's always going to the sky almost. You don't want to use it twice in the combo though, because the cooldown is now nerfed if you use Kameos twice in one combo. So yeah, this is unfortunate, and you can also combo with this. So he has multiple combo tools to help Sub in the damage department, just because Sub's damage is terrible. We all know that. Sub doesn't do enough damage. In the corner, the damage actually becomes really good, so that's something. And the corner carry on his combos now is absolutely insane, to be honest. Like, the combo carry of Sub's combos becomes ridiculous when using Goro. So as you can see, the damage is actually pretty good. Like, this is a mid-screen combo and I get easily to the corner. Like, it moves so forward in the screen. Like, insane corner carry on these combos, so... Yeah, I can probably convert all of that still with a clone, so... As you can see, a lot of corner carry, pretty good damage as well. Like, even meterless, your damage is getting is not bad at all. Like 35, 36 for no bar. I mean, that's pretty good, man. Honestly, 36 for no bar is actually pretty average damage. It's not bad at all for one Kameo charge. I will take that. It's nothing spectacular, but it's not very bad either. Like, it's pretty decent damage. And when you spend the bar, unfortunately, the combos with this character scale so much that when you choose to spend the bar, you don't really do that much damage, unfortunately. So, regardless of the starter I'm getting, just the damage I'm doing is not very good. Like, after I wish to spend bar, even if I spend everything I've got. Like, I only close 45-ish, so I would recommend just keep your bar, like, honestly, because spending bar with this character in combo is just not worth it right now. But the damage you're getting with Goro is pretty good. But the problem with that is just Sub needs more than just damage, man. The Sub is also very weak on mix-ups, unfortunately, because his frame data on his overhead launcher is terrible, and this doesn't start combos. So, yeah, first of all, just one thing to mention, this now starts combos with Goro. Very easy as well, like, pretty much everybody can do this, not difficult. You can probably get some pretty decent damage as well. I mean, that's not bad. 32 meterless, I'll take that, man. It's honestly not bad. With this character, you need to take everything you can get because the scaling is abysmal. So that's something. Like, comboing off of the low starter is already good for the character, and the up punch is plus 15 on block, actually. So you can just use this after any hit on block and just keep yourself plus. So that's a viable option, and you can use it after this to actually stay plus. So that's actually pretty good. So yeah, that's solid. I mean, that's pretty much it for Goro's viability. Unfortunately, this is much weaker than someone, let's say, Kung Lao, because on block, Goro has a lot of cooldown. This move has too much cooldown, in my opinion, way too much, because this is pretty much the only viable move Goro has right now. Everything else is not that good, so this is actually annoying, because, yeah, just using this on block, so much cooldown. Now, when you get a hit on, you don't even do that much damage, so without a Kameo, Sub's damage is not good. How much do I get? From an overhead from his optimal starter, the amount of damage I'm getting is not very good. Like 34-ish if I don't drop it. 34 style, something like that. Not very good. So yeah, that is basically for Goro. He's very good for everything. Unfortunately, the biggest problem he has is no help in neutral. And because of his long cooldown, he's not that good on block as well, because you just lose them. Like, and that is when Kung Lao comes into play. And I still believe Kung Lao is the best Kameo in the game. The nerf he got was nowhere near enough, because he is still ridiculously unfair. So, Basso does everything. You don't need anything else. This is the best Kameo move in the entire game. It was before the nerf, and it still is. It does everything. If you want to help in neutral, like to close the gap quickly, you just do the shadow kick shenanigans with Johnny and Kung Lao. You do this with the slide, like this. So you hold the basso, slide, get the basso off, and I'm still plus it. So yeah, ridiculous, unfair. We all know how that basso works. Of course, you can just summon it in neutral every time, so... And it's already back almost, man. It's just, the cooldown is way too good still, man. It comes back so quickly, it's ridiculous. They doubled the cooldown, but because it was so fast already, it's not a substantial difference. Like, I can still use it multiple times in one block streak. Like... Granted, this is not guaranteed by any means, but still, you can see the viability of the basso block is still very good. And because of its short cooldown, it's the best option you have for block strings, because you can just do this into basso and this into basso. And then you're completely safe and actually plus. The overhead jails, the low doesn't jail. They can jump over the low head when you do the low, so you need to be careful of that. Maybe you can just do this and like just stop it here because this is safe. But regardless, after anything you do, you just cancel into low head and you're plus 2, so... That just really helps Sub-Zero because you can just throw out the overhead and lows without being afraid. But unfortunately, it doesn't start combos of the overhead starts combo by itself, and just on reaction you can do the basso, so that's not a problem. But the low you can't combo off of it like we can with Go. So the best thing you can do is actually something like this: get the basso and then get situations like this, like low overheads that are almost at the same time. So, and of course, Kung Lao also has combo viability with the spin, but you don't want to use it actually. As good as the spin is, the cooldown of the basso is so unfair. That just using the spin is just not worth it with this character because you lose the cooldown for a while. So, but still, the viability he has on juggles is still very good. Like, if I wish to spend them, I can do some pretty nice damage. Like 35, pretty much the same Goro is getting, but just the cooldown is not good on the spin. You can see it's nowhere near the basso, so it's not very worth it. And in fact, in the corner, possibly even mid-screen, you can actually combo with the basso, believe it or not. Like, stuff like this is possible. Yeah, they way overdid with this move. It just does everything. It's way too good. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's everything I can mention for Sub-Zero. I mean, just use Kung Lao. I feel like that's the best bet you've got. Because the character is not very good and Kung Lao is ridiculously unfair, so... Whatever shit you don't do, this actually does pretty decent damage if you wish to spend. And the basso, the cooldown is so busted, you already get it fully back by the time the combo's over, so... There's no reason to be just... afraid of using it. I mean, you can just do it as much as you like. So yeah, that's basically it. I mean, guys, there's not much else to say. Just pretty much I would recommend just use Kung Lao. That's pretty much the best bet you've got. Kung Lao is unfair as fuck, and Sub-Zero needs the help. Sub definitely needs the help, unfortunately, so you really could use some bassos in your life. And in the corner, I'm pretty sure the spin also combos. Yeah. I think this Kameo is just unfair as fuck, man. I don't know what they were thinking. It just does everything, so... Yeah, I mean, there's not much else to say here. Just unfair Kameo. Use him. There's not much reason to use anybody else, to be honest. Now that they nerf Cyrax, I don't think there's a reason to use any Kameo in the game, actually. Like, Kung Lao is just best with every character now. I'm pretty sure you can combo like that and actually get some maybe nice damage. Yeah, you could probably can with the 1-1. There we go. So yeah, unfortunately, just the nerfs they brought to Sub-Zero after the beta just really killed the character, unfortunately. But using Kung Lao, we can actually become competitive. Honestly, like, you can compete with this guy using Kung Lao. Will you struggle against the top tiers? Against Johnny, against Kenshi, against Raiden? Raiden is still top tier, by the way. The nerfs weren't enough. He's still busted. But you know, he's not as busted as he was. He's not number 1. He's not even top 3 now, in my opinion. But regardless, can you use Kung Lao with Sub-Zero and actually compete with the best characters? Yes, you can. If you're good enough, you will win. Look at Sikander. He's an Elder God pretty much destroying everybody using this combo because, I mean, that's pretty much the only viable combo you have. And Kung Lao is so busted, he's better than every playable character in the roster, unfortunately. Like, this Kameo is much better than every character in the game. Like, he's just doing more than all the characters. He's the best for everything, so he's just ridiculous. So, yeah, guys, I'm gonna have this one up here. So the guy who asked me to just make a Sub-Zero video, hope this will help you, and I'll see you in the next one.